Hi folks, Terry Martin, and I wanted to bring you a developing story coming to us out of Kentucky. You may remember that just about a month ago, Senator Mitch McConnell, Republican leader in the U.S. Senate, froze up during a press conference standing at a podium. Well, it happened again today. Senator McConnell was back home in the Kentucky area. I say that because he was recorded by a station in Cincinnati. But he was speaking to members of the press. He was asked what he thought about running for re-election in 2026. And at first he said he had a hard time hearing the question. When it was repeated, he said, "Oh, well," and then froze up. He had another one of these moments where it's as if his brain just shuts off and he stares in silence. An aide came to his defense, tried to act as if he was just having a problem hearing the question. Another aide came to help him out to see what was the problem. And eventually Senator McConnell came out of that fog and was able to respond to another question, but they pretty much then closed down the press conference.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
Okay.
Somebody else have a question? Please speak up.
What are your thoughts on this?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
yes.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
Head outside, son. Come with us. Okay.
Somebody else have a question? Please speak up.
What efforts is Daniel Cameron going to have to make on the campaign trail to win Kentuckians over in November?
Senator Daniel Cameron, do you have a comment on Daniel Cameron?
Well, I think the governor's race is going to be very close. Far and away the best candidate we could have nominated. And our state has become increasingly Republican. In fact, the governor's the only Democrat left to Concord. So I'm optimistic that Daniel will be our next governor of Kentucky.
I think we can do one more.
Senator, what is your reaction on Trump's latest indictment? Would you support him as a nominee?
It's a question about Trump.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment about the presidential race, either on the Republican side or the Democrat side.
Okay, thank you all.
Okay.
And so you heard that again, Senator McConnell freezing up for the second time now in about a month. We'll see what becomes of that, what his aides say or his office says was the cause. Certainly we wish him well, but again, this is going to put more pressure on him remaining as the Republican leader. The U.S. Senate is on vacation, as is the U.S. House. Congress returns to session in the middle of September, around September 15th, and they're going to have their plate full because the federal budget needs to be passed or have a continuing resolution because the new fiscal year starts on October 1st. So as the Senate comes back in the middle of September, they're only going to have 2 weeks to put together some kind of a compromise funding bill to avoid a government shutdown. And with that, I'll sign off. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments if you wish. And until next time, stay tuned.